Hey there, anime fans! Welcome back to Cuteeanimebook, your go-to channel for all things anime. Today, we're diving into the world of ecchi harem anime where things can get a little spicy. We've compiled a list of the top 10 all-time best ecchi harem anime that'll keep your heart racing and your eyes glued to the screen. So, without further ado, let's get started.
You know you're down bad when the teacher herself calls you a virgin. Tokonome has it hard, sure, but getting abducted and stranded on an island truly takes it to the very next level. However, with Shikishima there, a kiss is all it takes for Mamori to find a purpose in her not-so-good life. That being a battle-ready cutlass transformation, that would be the duelist key to survival in that crazy island. Anime sure is creative, right? Now transformed into a powerhouse after that iconic fateful kiss, Mamori and Mirai are ready to show the world that they aren't only friends for benefits. Plus, with all kinds of girls on that island, it's only natural that you'll be seeing some hotties that would divert your attention from that kiss right away.
Once again, we have every trope in anime shoved into one. Why am I saying this? Well, there are 5 girls living in this guy's house completely unsupervised. So if you've been watching anime for a long time, you should know where this is heading. Meet Asahi Kashiwagi, a guy who is living a pretty average high school life, just like the rest of the anime characters. But one day he finds the predictions of a fortune teller coming true when 5 girls confess to him and start to live with him. As usual, there's nothing special here. There isn't anything new. This isn't some deconstruction of the already existing fan service tropes. And the plot isn't anything original either, but it's still a fun show. I'd call this more of a guilty pleasure show.
From the early 2000s, the anime that would be giving you that dose of nostalgia as well. High school kids battling it out is nothing new when it comes to anime, but all these sacred beads and Chinese historical warriors coming from the past to play isn't something that's seen often, right? With the Kanto region of Japan being in this state of high school war, fist and kicks won't be enough to come out of it all unscathed. Plus, with girls being featured in the anime, it's only natural that these centuries-old geezers would want to get their hands on one of these hotties right here. The dim-witted main character here has a goal of her own, that being to unite all the schools and eliminate anyone standing in her way.
それは知るべきものが知っていればいい奇跡です。
The power system here might go off the charts, and the whole way the system works might even make you go nuts. But if we're speaking in terms of fan service, there are only a few titles that can beat this anime. The whole anime is about 2 girls named Mafuyu Oribe and Tomo Yamanobe, who meets a particular Russian boy named Alexander Sasha Nikolaevich, who is a person known as a Quasar. Quasars battle their tormentors with unique weapons powered by a very strange power source.
明日が欲しければ自分で掴む。
Once again, there isn't much plot in here, but the action and fan service is what carries this show forwards. The logic here might fly out of planet Earth faster than a SpaceX shuttle, but then again, this video was never about anime with logic.
The name that ignites the horny flame in almost every anime fan out there. High School DxD is a classic. It's safe to say that it's the big boss of the ecchi genre, laying the foundation of the theme most of the up-and-coming shows will be based on. Issei Hyodo is exactly who your parents didn't want you to end up as. Peeping Tom, hentai addict, erotic daydreaming. The boy's deep into all that, and with a girl asking him out all of a sudden, the blood would rush out of his nose in an instant. But some things are too good to be true, and Issei learned it the hard way. That is by getting killed by his very girlfriend that he was head over heels for, with Ryosuke Gremory resurrecting him. The Occult Research Club wouldn't be the only thing he has to worry about, cause angels, devils, and most of all, a rather unique, ecchi, heavy school life awaits him. The girls and those encounters tend to outweigh the whole supernatural theme pretty easily, making it a hit among all those high schoolers locking their doors while tuning into the show.
To this day, I don't know why they picked the title Freezing out of all the names they came up with, but it definitely gave a unique feel to an anime that is not very unique. It starts off with the usual premise, where a grouped resistance force fights against some big aliens who want to conquer the world, but it's more than what meets the eye. Freezing is much darker, involving all these evil guys trying to conquer the world, and our main character being shoved into a magical school where waifus fight aliens. 2 seasons of this anime are already out, so if you want to watch some long-running show, then this would be the perfect one to watch.
実年齢が500歳ぐらいだろうと見た目が若ければどうでもいいじゃねえか10点満点中9点
When this first came out, I was like, how did they even get away with something like this? It was so out of the ordinary that I didn't pay any mind since ecchi and sub-hentai shows aren't that new in 2020. But when I saw it topping the charts on MAL, I literally fell off my chair. I watched it and boy, it was completely something else. Never did I think that mating would be something people would review and that testing all these different species as well. But there's always this posse, a lot of warriors defined by the word audacity itself. Salute, truly. Though who even comes up with that idea? Beasts, tentacles, demons, salamanders, just random characters making no sense at all. The show aims to answer the simple question, which species is the hottest of them all? Ishizuku reviewers would make sure you're uncomfortable for the entirety of its runtime cause man, the show is off limits for more than just a couple of reasons.
10年ぶりか
ご主人様
なんだロクサーヌ
一体どのようなご用件でここに I think this is one of those anime where the title explains it all. We've got the overpowered isekai protagonist, a bunch of girls to accompany our main character around, and a budget version of Raftalia, who is way more down bad than the original Raftalia. It's got the generic isekai premise, with a guy getting transported to a game world, and then getting an overpowered sword. And then he gets the girls too.
お客様は本日をもちましてロクサーヌの所有者となりました
ついに俺はロクサーヌを手に入れた
It has some great isekai elements that match well with the setting. It's got the good old harem since that is clearly mentioned in the title itself. And the fan service isn't disappointing either. Overall, it's a good anime if you're going to go searching for anime of this niche.
A classic, something that would never get old no matter what. To love Ryu is when minutes close our eyes in the bathtub, hoping for some random hottie to fall on top of us without any context or anything, but sadly that just never happened. Matters were only made worse for Ritu Yuki. When he discovered that the fallen girl is some noble princess and with her running away from a marriage, he's also the one ending up on the hit list. Already amidst settling matters between his heart and his mind, Rito's life is going to be a lot more than he can handle since all these baddies, weird encounters, and the princess issues are going to add up to the already difficult to express feelings he has for Haruna, and the lewd moments bringing the best ecchi has to offer aren't going to make anything easier either. This is a must-watch for any anime fan out there. Of course, don't start redoing the bathtub part. It's a cringe for a 20-year-old, please.
Number 1. Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Time.
いやお前何言ってんの
あれ自分なんかまずいこと口走りました Peter Grill got renewed for a second season. I don't know who was behind this decision, but the man behind this seems to have good taste. Wait, you haven't heard of Peter Grill? The most unluckiest and luckiest main character of all time? He is destined to marry beautiful and innocent Luvilia Santos, despite the misgivings of her father. But Peter's female friends are also interested in becoming his partner.
子供というのはだね愛し合う二人が祈りを捧げてコウノトリにキャベツ畑まで運んできてもらう奇跡の産物なんだぞ
Despite not having any logic in the premise at all, this is still a pretty fun show to watch. The ecchi elements are what carries this show to the next level, so don't go here expecting some brand new fantasy elements to pop on screen. The real fantasy in this anime is how none of this will happen in real life.
There you have it, folks. Our top 10 all-time best ecchi harem anime that will surely leave you blushing and entertained. Did your favorite make the list? Let us know in the comments below.